I want to share with you all the minute message, a short gospel-centered message, especially for the youngest members of our congregation and for all of us. Today I want to tell you about a word that I learned from a show that I watched on Netflix. So Lee and I have been watching this show called This Is Pop, and it's like a documentary series on the history of pop music. And the episode we watched yesterday was about why all the good pop music is produced in Sweden. Which, I don't know, I didn't know this, but evidently, tons of hits. Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, all kinds of stars since ABBA have gone through a lot of producers and writers in Sweden. And the conclusion at the end of the story was, why are so many good music producers from Sweden? Well, they have this thing. They think it's this. Because Swedish people don't like to boast, as they mentioned many times, kind of like Paul talks about several times here. But they said, we don't like to boast. And they go, because we have this thing called Jantelagen. That's the word, the Swedish word, Jantelagen. And Jantelagen, it means the law of Janta, but it's basically humility. We don't boast about the good stuff. We'd rather listen and learn. And music producers, right? While most of the music we listen to, we think of the artist. And that's how we know the song. And writers and producers tend to be the background people. They kind of listen. They're willing to let someone else shine and be the star. And that's maybe because of this idea of Jantelagen. And when I read Paul's words in 2 Corinthians about not boasting, I think about that. And I also think about the role of the church. We are not Jesus, but we point to Jesus. We help shine the light on Jesus. In our baptisms, we're told, let your light so shine before others that they might see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. We reflect the light of Jesus shined upon and into us. We take on more of a role of a producer than the star. And so I wonder how we can be humble, how we can live Jantelagen and learn a little bit from our Swedish brothers and sisters about what it means to be willing to let someone else shine. And I wonder if you know how great it feels to be the center of attention and when it seems like everybody's focused on you. And when that happens, I want you to think about a time when that happened. And then I want you to think about ways where you can help other people feel that same way. Because like we talked about last week, Jesus has time for everyone, for you too. So maybe we can take some time and let someone else know that they are loved too. That's our minute message for today. With that, I invite you to rise in body or spirit for the reading of the gospel.